Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into another edition of Slo Ur Roll. I am Dominic Lorenzano alongside writer for the Yaki Way Report, Jesse Caulfield. And the first half is over. We're about to be done with the first series of the second half here. Newsflash, it's hard to keep a 10-game winning streak going when you have 5 days off. And then also when you face a division leader. Sox dropping the first two to the Cubs. But anyway, we will have a full first half review of the MLB season and then go into some of our predictions here for the second half. We will talk specifically, obviously, the Sox going into that break, doing what they did, a little all-star talk, and then a little football here and there. But I do want to quickly open with something that came out last week, and that was the NFL execs and scouts make a list before the season starts. I think they do it at multiple positions, but obviously the quarterback is the one that gets the most attention. So they came out with their quarterback rankings, and they had Jalen Hurts all the way down at number 9. And that has caused, quite a bit of an uproar and definitely some controversy from people. And I don't really think it should, because it's interesting how much of a revisionist history we seem to have about last season. There was a point that A.J. Brown literally got on a mic, and someone asked him, what's wrong with the offense? And he said, passing. They ranked pretty low, actually, in passing efficiency, passing yards, all that kind of stuff. The offense was a lot of Saquon. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean Jalen isn't a great player. He's not a winning player, because he is. But just because he won the Super Bowl, we seem to just forget that there was like a good, 6-week part of the season that we thought that he could be the problem sometimes in Philadelphia and with their offense when they went through some offensive woes during the season. I think he's a pretty polarizing player, not as a personality, but just for a talent evaluation. If I had certain rosters, I could see wanting Jared Goff more than him, but I could also not want Jared Goff and want Hurts more if my offensive line isn't great. So, when you make these lists, the guys at the very top, the Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows, the Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't matter the roster. That's the best of the best. They fit anywhere. Once you get lower down this list, I would rank Hurts ahead of Goff, but I think Jared Goff, at least for last season's Lions teams, is probably a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts would have been on that team just because of the way that it is built. So once you get past that 4 and 5 spot, it becomes a little bit more like fit. And so, I think it's kind of ridiculous that we do this just because he played really well in a Super Bowl. And again, he played well, but it was kind of a close game until Patrick Mahomes gave away 6 points on that interception. And let's not act like the Eagles offense was the only thing that was, it was the Eagles defense that kind of won them that Super Bowl. So, and Jalen played efficient. Jalen didn't make mistakes. Understandable. But I feel like we do this. We have some crazy revisionist history of what we actually watched for the other, 16 weeks of the season. And don't forget, Matt Stafford was on the verge of beating him in the playoffs, and nobody thinks that the Rams roster is close to as good as the Eagles roster. So Jalen Hurts at 9 is about where I would put him, honestly, too.
Well, we put him at 10.
I know. That's why I said it's about where I would put him.
Yeah. Well, in this day, we used to, when we compared quarterbacks in the previous era, it was all kind of the same guy. They were all built the same. They all played the same. They were all pocket passers, and we just kind of compared how far can you throw it and how accurate can you do that? And, amongst other things, obviously, reading defenses, how intelligent is this quarterback, blah, 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 blah. But in this day of hugely athletic quarterbacks where they could be skill position guys, realistically. Some of them are so fast and agile. It's hard to compare. If I straight up compared just Jalen Hurts' arm to just the average quarterback arm across the league, and that's all we really put stock into, well, Jalen Hurts would be a bottom tier quarterback. But if we talked about the athleticism of quarterbacks, he'd actually be, you could argue, maybe top 3 even. Lamar, him, Josh Allen is up there for that. But, I feel like Tom Brady and it always comes back to Tom, especially when we're talking quarterback. He kind of changed. I mean, he definitely changed the game, but he changed the quarterback game because, like, he was the old school, just a pocket passer. He can't move the pocket. He can't run. God forbid this man ran. But he just was like, he was just the smartest guy on the field every play.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
He's a great decision maker.
And he's so calm, cool, and collected in every situation. I've never seen that man, like, break amongst anything, even if it's like, I had time to be happy. He was so stoic in the Super Bowl trophy presentation and stuff like that. Because he feels, well, one, if you're the quarterback, you need to kind of have that because everyone looks to you, especially on the offensive side. Like, we're looking to you to run this. We're looking to you to be the leader here. And I think that's kind of where Jalen Hurts excels.
Yeah.
And that gives the haters, me sometimes being one of them, a lot of ammo. Because, like, realistically, if we just said, how well does Jalen Hurts move the ball down the field with his arm? How well does he read a defense? How well does he control the game as a quarterback in the pocket?
Yeah. Let's go by the stats. And
Below average.
And potentially.
Yeah. But the quarterback position is more than that now. He moves the pocket and extends plays. He's clearly learned a lot. You know, he used to be a guy that he would just break pocket for no reason. You wouldn't even understand what he's doing. He would just run around. He's clearly, you know, he's a lot more comfortable in there. He understands it a lot more. So, like, that is where Jalen Hurts excels, and that's why he actually, despite his lack of quarterback talent, can kind of excel at the position.
Yes.
Because it's not even necessarily excelling at the position. I'm not trying to be a hater here. He just does what he needs to do, and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes about it.
Indeed. And, I mean, there is an element, too, that's
valuable.
I do feel like there's a clutch element to him at this point, though, because it has seemed that both times that he's been in the playoffs, he has played much better than his regular game. Like, both Super Bowls, he did play pretty good. Now, again, this year's was a little easier because of the 3 turnovers and all that, but, like, his numbers have been pretty damn good in the playoffs.
He wasn't good against the Rams.
No, he was not great against the Rams. That is true.
Who's the other one they
But the
played?
2 Super Bowl games, he was very good.
Who was the conference finals? I don't even know. Oh, it was the Commanders. And, like, he didn't have to do anything.
No, I know. The Commanders just gave the ball away multiple times.
Yeah, like.
But yeah, he's a polarizing player, and he will remain that. But I think 9 is about right. Again, revisionist history a bit. Saquon Barkley was the heart and soul of that offense. Let's be honest. The defense was great, and you know, Colin went through his stats on this. I think it was like if you just took out the tush push, you got to minus at least 8 or 9 touchdowns off his overall stat mark. So it's like, you know, the numbers, they get a little inflated.
Sure.
So, yeah. I mean, there was a time that we were talking about the Eagles underachieving last year. Because they're like, they spend the most cash money of anyone in the league on offense, and yet they're middle of the pack right now. So, I can't put a guy in the top 5 just because of his Super Bowl run if for most of the season of the other 16 weeks we were talking about, well, they might be underachieving on offense a little bit.
I mean, actually, honestly, I've never seen anything truly special from Jalen Hurts.
I haven't either.
He just kind of does what he needs to do,
Yes.
which is fine.
Yes.
That's a winning formula. But, like, I'm never going to look to him to be, like, take over a game. The way even Lamar can do, despite his below-average arm. Yeah,
for sure. I think
I wanted him at 11.
No, I think that was the only true controversy of the list. I mean, actually, no, there was another one because they had Jaden Daniels 5th, and people were like, all right, too high. But the execs are basing it off last year's play. So I mean, if you told me right now Jaden or Jalen Hurts, I would take Jaden Daniels. Sorry, I would.
probably would too.
I think he was better.
He's got a better arm.
He definitely is a better pure passer. That's not even debatable. And we know his roster was not that good last year. And he made some big throws in the second half of that Lions game.
Not that Jalen Hurts is old, but Jaden Daniels is younger.
That too.
And Jalen Hurts took a little time to get to this level.
He also has
Jaden Daniels
he's also had 2 shoulder injuries too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, this was his rookie season. He's, in theory, going to get better.
Yeah.
So, like, why would you not want that guy?
Yeah. I do think it's pretty
There's
indisputable.
zero controversy around Daniels.
Yeah, there's kind of no controversy around the top 4 guys. The only controversy is like where you want to put them. If you want to put Burrow ahead of Allen or this person ahead of that person, but like I think we all have acknowledged that those 3 have separated from the rest of the pack. And I think they had Lamar at 4, who has kind of separated from the rest of the pack as well, at least in the regular season. But again, we have to be honest about his postseason. Now, because of the postseason, I'm the weirdo. I would put Stafford ahead of Lamar because I just trust Stafford way more in the playoffs. And like at the end of the day, if you have a great quarterback, then I expect you to win a Super Bowl at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all the time, but like at least give me one.
Listen, the Dan Marinos of the world exist.
I know, but give me one. And we all know that Lamar's got a great organization and a great defense. So it's not like well, he's overcoming the Bengals like Joe Burrow. So just saying. But yeah. But
you can make the argue the Bengals get Darwin still without signing their first round or second round.
You know what? That's a good point. We might have to put an audible there.
Also, did you see the shirts?
No.
For the WNBA weekend they were wearing?
No.
Pay us what you owe us.
Oh gosh.
It's like you owe money. You owe the league money then. We have a couple options.
I know, but like
you have a couple options.
I know, but we just pick on the WNBA so much. It's become like it's just
they
lazy.
Won't stop.
I know they won't stop.
This will not stop.
It's just lazy at this point.
Shut up.
I know. It's bad. But anyway, guys, anyone freaking out that Jalen Hurts is at number 9, you're kind of having revisionist history about the previous 16 weeks of the season. The Eagles are the best roster in the NFL, at least clearly were last year. All right. With that, let's take it close to home to the Boston Red Sox, who went into the break here, winners of 10 straight, thundering back into the race in a playoff spot, nipping at the heels of the Yankees and only a little bit behind the Jays. And, I was skeptical of it until they went and swept the Rays. I was like, all right, Tampa's a real team. They're playing pretty bad, it seems like now, but, that's a real legitimate team. But listen, this next 10-day stretch is going to tell us what we need to know about the Sox. And I don't even expect them to go 500. Like, I would actually be happy if you came out of it 4-6 because you're facing the 3 division leaders. 2 of these are on the road. And now we've already dropped 2 to the Cubs. You got Phillies next, and you got the Dodgers in Fenway. Now, at least the Dodgers are not playing well either. So you kind of catch a break there. But I think this will tell us how real this team is and what to expect of them going in now to the late days of summer as we hunt for the playoffs in September. I don't know, what are your thoughts on the way the Sox ended and what we should think about them, especially heading into the trade deadline?
You know what was strange?
What?
Everyone in the All-Star break was talking about the Red Sox like they discovered fire.
I know.
Like they discovered sliced bread, penicillin, and every other amazing thing that's ever happened in human history. But it was, Washington, Colorado, and yes, 4 games against division Tampa, who is kind of tripping over themselves, but they're coming off, similar to the Red Sox, a very hot streak. And it's like, I still think this is a playoff team. Wild card, stuff like that. But Jeff Passan over the All-Star break is talking about this is a division-winning team. And it's like, I actually don't think this division is all that good either, and that's a possibility. But people are throwing around the words contender now and all that stuff. And it's like, I like what Jeff said. He's like, sometimes it takes an MLB team 100 games to figure out who you are. I think of the Tigers last year. If you asked a baseball fan going into September last year, are the Tigers good? Like, no. It's a stupid question. They made the playoffs. But Colorado and Washington, and it's like, yeah, you swept Tampa, but every game was close. It wasn't hugely convincing. It took a lot of last second stuff.
It did.
It's kind of Ceddanne Rafaela dragging this team a little bit to the success, and I cannot expect him I don't expect him to be like a 350 hitter with the amount of home runs he's putting out and all that stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the thought there is more he's the hot bat now, and then we get Bregman back into back up to speed. Yoshida's actually hit the ball pretty well immediately since coming back. So
Duran has picked it up a little bit. I mean, I also think like Devers actually is, now that the dust is settling a bit. I was one of the ones like, I'm just going to wait and see. I don't like the return, but I'm going to wait and see with Devers. And I feel like him being gone is helping this team. They didn't like him in the locker room. I'm going to say that. He wasn't liked in that locker room. I feel like that's pretty safe to say at this point. Doesn't mean everyone disliked him, but I don't think he was well liked in the current Red Sox locker room.
Okay.
And I think Cora was getting sick of it. Also, him not being there, guaranteeing the DH spot every day, allows a lot of flexibility in this lineup.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what I said the day of, where I was like, you actually can be a more coherent roster, but still be a worse roster. And this clearly makes you a more coherent roster.
And I think the best thing you have on this roster is Alex Cora. And I think that's been pretty obvious now that he has the flexible DH spot and he's been trying to mix and match, playing chess every single day. And I think that's a lot of where this 10-game streak has come from. Him just being able to make a lineup that he feels can combat whatever pitcher, lefty or righty, is against them that day. Because at the start of the year, they could not hit a lefty pitcher.
Oh, I know.
You have a guaranteed lefty DH, which I know, one of the best RBI guys in baseball when they traded him. But, if we can have a whole lineup here that can get on base, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. And I'm seeing that more and more now with, the cancer out of the locker room and just a more flexible lineup that is probably even more buying into Alex Cora now because they can see the picture and they can see the masterpiece that he's painting here. And he is doing it. And now you've noticed that Red Sox fans have, the most part, been silent about Alex Cora since the Devers trade.
Yes.
And I know some of that's been like, well, now fire Breslow instead. Yeah. Because we want to fire everyone at all times. But, no, I think Red Sox fans are finally like, okay, I was stupid. I'm going to pretend I didn't say that. Because, shut up. Alex Cora is maybe the best manager in baseball right now.
Breslow to me is on the hot seat a little bit just for...
That's fine.
The return, and then also... The Quinn Priester one is still baffling in my mind. I'll be honest with you. They traded him away for nothing.
Oh, they got cash. Well, here's the thing about that. The pitching is fine.
Yeah.
They're talking about, we need Joe Ryan. No, you don't. We have one run in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
We're in every single game now. Crochet's an ace. Giolito's been fantastic. Bello's been good. It really sucks that you lost Dobbins because I really like Dobbins. He came back, pitched 1 inning, and tore his ACL. But for the most part, this rotation here, I don't know what Buell's doing, but for the most part, the rotation here is taking form and been fantastic. That has took a lot of pressure off the bullpen. Also, just a couple moves here and there have helped the bullpen just have a better personnel. I don't care about pitching. Pitching is fine. Pitching is not our problem. If you want to help this team at the deadline, which I don't really think you need to do, I don't think you should bother doing because you're not winning anything this year anyway, it's offense. And again, the offense is so crowded that I don't want you to change that either. We're going to get another outfielder? You get 7 of those.
Yeah, you kind of just want to let this play out and see who plays themselves into the team next year and who doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the worst strategy in the world either. I mean, again,
get another bullpen
if
arm.
you go through this 10-game stretch and you fly through it and you're 7-3, then maybe I'll be like, okay, you know what?
I guess. Maybe.
But I don't anticipate that.
No.
I would be very happy with 5-5. And I actually kind of expect it's going to be more like 4-6.
Well, this interleague is 9 games, 3 series of 3. If you went 5-4 with that, I'd be like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, that's what I expect from this team. Slightly above 500, but you are clearly better than the bad teams. You're clearly
Who do they play after the Dodgers?
Minnesota in Minnesota.
Okay, Minnesota's been awful, so there you go. But yeah.
Well, that's my thing. I want you to face these 3 interleague teams. You actually haven't done well in interleague play this year, which that's neither here nor there. But if you can come out 5-4, I'd be like, all right, I'm buying in for a playoff run, but we do not need to sell out in the deadline. You want to get a bullpen arm. Maybe you can shore up the line up a bit, maybe get some bench depth, and then, kick one of the kids to AAA again. Sorry. And then I don't want a big move.
What if they got a big move, but it was someone who was under team control?
Perhaps.
Because like you would still have him for next year.
Maybe.
Which I don't know if Joe Ryan is under team control or not.
I kind of think he is.
Okay.
But like...
So to me, the name that pops out to me is Freddie Peralta. But the problem is now the Brewers continue to just play too well, so it's probably not going to happen. But they talked about how they wanted to trade him because he's going to be due arbitration soon. And the Brewers always are looking for just the value pack to trade somebody out before they have to pay him anything.
Yeah.
To try and keep themselves at decent. But again, the way it's going right now, Milwaukee continues to just play way too well. So it can't happen at this point. But I do agree with you to an extent. I think I'd want them to be a bit more aggressive than you, but I certainly don't want. I'm not interested in rentals. Expensive rentals, at least. I'm not interested in that because the best days of this team should still be next year and maybe the year after that. So you want to get someone who's under team control. That's my way of looking at this. Even if they go through this 9-game stretch really well, which I don't anticipate they will. I do think they're going to have a losing record outside of this stretch. But yeah, the offense continues to be pretty boom or bust also as well.
Yeah.
I know the bullpen's been better. I just don't really believe in it, though.
I mean, I don't think like this is like the days of like 06, 07, the best bullpen in baseball. But like, I feel like Cora understands it a lot and knows how to wield it.
Now, you have this not pessimistic, but you know, you're definitely everybody's slow your roll on this, which I was too. But part of my reason for it too is I see a clear path in the division of teams that I still believe are better than us. But you don't love the Yankees or the Jays. So I'm just interested here on your thoughts then when you look at the division. Because to me, I have the Jays winning this thing.
I mean, I think they could.
And I think they are significantly better than the Sox.
Significantly?
Yes.
I mean, I said last time I was here when we talked about this, I think they could definitely be now, but they should not be, and I don't expect them to be in September because Roman Anthony is progressing, Marcelo Meyer is progressing, Ceddanne Rafaela is progressing, Williers back to kind of being pretty good. So, like, I expect, again, Bello gets better as the year goes on, seemingly every year. I have no reason to think that trend won't continue.
I mean, I expect the Jays to be hyper aggressive at the deadline, though. They clearly thought they could still win now. That's why they extended Vladimir Guerrero and didn't sell in the offseason. So I think they're going to be very aggressive.
I still don't like their pitching.
I don't love it. I think it's good. I mean, their bullpen's been pretty solid. But like I get the starters wise.
Yeah.
Like there's no true ace. You know, Gossman is what he is now. Barrios is a very nice.
Like all their ERAs are like 4, right?
Barrios is a below average 2 and a decent, pretty above average 3, I would say. I feel like their rotation's filled with a lot of that. And then wherever the hell Eric Lawyer came out of, Lauer, I think I'm saying it right. Lawler. Yeah, I don't know where the hell he came from, but he's pitching fantastic. Mm-hmm. You know, we'll see the shelf life on that. I'm not so sure, but I expect them to add probably a front-end type of the rotation guy.
Joe Ryan is available.
But so what? You just, though you don't like the Yankees and the Jays, you really see the Sox that much worse?
You can't like the Yankees.
I don't like the Yankees.
Yeah, okay.
I'm wondering from your perspective. Because from my perspective, there is a clear, like, I think the Sox will not win this division because I think the Blue Jays are winning it. That's my point of view. But from you, you're like, you don't really believe in the Jays, but I know you don't like the Yankees. So then how can you also sit there and be like, you know, the Red Sox, you know, you're not true contenders. Like, I'm just trying to see how you look at it.
Oh, I mean, I think there are 4 teams that could win this division.
I kind of don't think Tampa can.
2 of them are probably Yankees and Rays. Now, if you asked me a week ago, I probably still would have been like Rays. But I think it's probably going to be between the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Now, if the Blue Jays like sell out and go hard at the deadline, yeah, okay, all right. They'll probably just put a gap, and that probably won't be closable. Even if the Red Sox do take off come September, the way the young kids maybe should.
Mm-hmm.
But like, who do you think they're really is truly available?
Seth Lugo.
I guess the Royals have fallen.
Joe
Fallen
Ryan.
hard.
Joe Ryan.
Do you think they have the capital?
I know they have the capital.
All right. Well, that means I don't mean money because I know they're willing to spend.
No,
money.
they have the kids.
Okay.
They actually, when I looked, I think they have four or five guys in the top 100 prospect list. So the Jays have the means, and I would think the motivation to do that. Again, the fact that you
I think
told
they're
us,
motivated.
the fact that you told us this year that you weren't selling, that you extended Vladdy.
They've been motivated for a while. It just hasn't worked out.
I know.
No one wants to go there.
I know. So I do think they have the means.
Okay.
I truly expect whoever, one of the bigger names in the starting pitching market, will be wearing a Toronto Blue Jay jersey after the deadline. I don't know which one it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Lugo or Joe, but I expect one of them to be there.
You're still going to get run over by the Tigers.
Potentially, although the Tigers are faltering a little bit right now.
That's a great time for it. Actually.
I know. Actually, I thought the same thing too. The Tigers are.
The Dodgers also this is a great time for it actually.
Mm-hmm. The Dodgers have some issues, but.
Well, they do, but you have plenty of time, especially with the deadline still.
Yeah,
There is time for them to say we need to do X, Y, Z.
Okay. So right now, are you now on board with me right now? Are you picking the Jays for this division?
I mean, I guess by default, but I don't like them very much still.
I know you don't. But I don't think anyone in the American League is that good anyway. We've been over this a million times. So
that's also why I'm also yes, I think the Tigers will probably run through the American League on the way to the World Series. But I then think they might themselves just get run over in the World Series because who are they facing here?
No, I know.
Who are they picking on?
I know. But yeah, so I think we kind of see the Sox a little bit in the same light. You a little more dampening than me. I would still be okay with being somewhat aggressive. But again, I don't want to go expensive on a rental. If you want someone who's expensive, particularly in the pitching field, which pitching is going to be it always is, but I feel like it's even going to be more expensive this deadline because there doesn't seem that many teams who are out of it and also have any
assets.
Veteran. Well, they do, but they're guys that are too young. They wouldn't trade them. The Marlins aren't going to trade Yuri Perez or Edward Cabrera. The Pirates are not trading Skeens guys. It's not going to happen. They will ride out that cash cow until he's due arbitration for the first time, and then they're going to trade him.
The unforeseen consequences of not liking the old men anymore.
Yes.
We have no one to trade.
Exactly.
What do we do?
Really, when you look down the list, I was doing this exercise looking down at it, and I'm like, there is none. They're all too young, or they just suck.
Well, Sandy's going to be available, probably cheap.
Yeah, but he's been awful.
That's actually one where, if the Red Sox did that one for cheap, I'd be like,
oh, I wouldn't mind that.
It's very low risk.
Potential high reward for next year. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind it either.
That one, because he's got team control also.
Yeah. But if you're the Jays and you're it's about this season, I wouldn't do that. Because be I need you to be good now, Sandy. Not next year. I need you to be good now.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But there's also because of the team control.
Yeah.
You're you could be stuck with this liability.
Yeah.
For a while. But here's the thing. We live in the day and age where Tommy John surgery is not the scary word that it used to be. It's not the death sentence it used to be. Some of these guys come back immediately and some of these guys take a little time. Mm-hmm. Do I expect the Miami Marlins to know how to really get a guy back and up to his former glory? No. But another team could.
Maybe. Potentially.
Or you just.
And by the way, another name that I was thinking of, but again, I expect them to get back into the race. That's actually one of my predictions here in the second half, was the Rangers. Corbin's pitched well. You got DeGrom. But they're playing better now, and I expect them to get back into the race too. So there's another one that's off the table as far as being able to sell. So.
We'll see.
Yeah. But anyway, with that, let's go into our full first half review Who are your MVPs? American League and National League.
That's a good one. Because, a couple weeks ago, I still like Pete Crow Armstrong.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people want to say Ohtani, and I get it, especially now that he's going to start pitching again. One, I like parody. Mm-hmm. And two, I don't know, Pete Crow Armstrong, he came out of the gate.
No, I know.
Absolutely scorching hot and the clear MVP favorite. And now just the gap is closed, in my opinion. I still give it a Pete.
Yeah.
I love me some Pete.
I probably agree with you in the National League. I am also going Pete Crow Armstrong. He's doing everything for them. Kyle Tucker kind of got off to a slow start, too, so he kept them afloat. I think Kyle Tucker's been fine now, but Pete Crow's doing everything. Defense, hitting for power, average, stealing bases, causing mayhem on the base paths. I feel like every time I look up, every time I look at a box score, or every time I turn it on, it's Pete Crow Armstrong doing something. So,
which is, I don't know, maybe he was a touted prospect, but I feel like.
Oh, no, he was.
I feel like his first couple, he was quiet.
Oh, yeah, he was very quiet last year.
Yeah, and this kind of came, I wasn't expecting this. Mm-hmm. This torrid pace that he's put on.
Yeah. So, no, I get you.
I get a Pete.
In the American League, I'm going to be unpopular. I'm going to go Riley Green, actually. Oh. He's got mid-70s RBIs. He's been consistently just good the entire season. I know Judge has better numbers, and Judge was amazing, but Judge kind of, fell off when the Yankees fell off. Riley Green has just been consistently producing day in, day out, week in, week out. He's never hit some massive low really at any point so far. And, he has been the catalyst behind what is, put the Tigers in a position to be 11 games in front of the next competitor in their division with the best record in the American League. So I'm going Riley Green here.
I knew you were going to pick a Tiger. I just didn't think you were going to pick that one.
Which one do you think I picked? Skubal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I could do that too, but.
Because, I know,
he's nasty.
Some people don't like picking pitchers.
Listen, I don't mind if you're that dominant.
Well, yeah. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to pick Skubal, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably pick Skubal.
No, I went real out in left field on that one.
I could see Judge, but yeah, since that Red Sox series, it just hasn't been the same.
I know. And I know most people just do this by numbers because, the numbers say he's having a better season. But, Riley Green also does it in a harder park to hit. Just saying. That's a big place. Remember Castellanos' comments when he was, before he was shipped out of there, 3 days later?
No.
What are you all criticizing me for? I have to hit a ball 480 feet to hit a home run. He's like, I got 40 doubles. If you guys would just move in the fence 5 feet, I'd have less doubles and more homers. So it's a big park. It's not the easiest park to hit in.
It is.
So I'm going with Riley Green. Who are you going?
I'll go with Skubal.
Oh, really?
I guess I'll go with Terry.
I kind of thought you were going to go Cal Raleigh.
No.
Okay.
Because
they fell off.
Yeah.
They fell off still anyway.
He's great. But I don't know. He doesn't field his position all that great.
No, he doesn't.
That matters. That matters to me in MVP.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I actually don't like giving it to DHs all that much.
No.
Unless you have Ohtani, 50 homers, 50 steals. I'm not saying he didn't deserve that one, but if you're the DH, you need to go above and beyond to show me that you are the MVP. And especially when I think it was the last game before the All-Star break. No, it might have been second to last. Mariners were playing the Yankees in Yankee Stadium, and the Cal Raleigh just wanted to go home. The walk-off run was it hit or I don't know. It was a sac fly, and the throw beat him to the plate by a mile, and Cal Raleigh just I want to go home. Didn't tag him. Didn't bother to tag him. Oh. And I'm like, what the hell was that? Just sorry. No, you made it.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, you can't field his position. Sorry.
So you're going Tarek Skubal. You want to dive in on this?
But about
Skubal, because you're MVP.
He's just head and shoulders the best pitcher in baseball right now.
He's insane.
Like, he's just that good. I felt so bad for him also at the All-Star game because like he's that intense guy screaming on the mound, talking to himself, and they mic'd him up for the All-Star game, and he pitched like crap.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Like, he's that guy. He needs to be in his own head, screaming whatever crazy thing he needs to be into, and then you're screwed for the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's his day.
Yeah, a lot like Scherzer used to be.
Oh, yeah. No, he's that intense guy.
Oh, yeah.
Very emotional on the mound. And it's funny because, everyone compares him to Paul Skeens, who has no soul on the mound.
No.
Has no facial expressions, no emotions.
Yeah.
So
I mean, playing for the Pirates will do that to you. But
I guess. I also think there's another reason that I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Tarek Skubal is just that good, man. Head and shoulders above everybody. I mean, he leads the league in, wins, ERA? Not an ERA. I don't know. He's close. He's at the top of the league in every pitching category. He's that guy. He's that dude.
I mean, I said it to you guys. They were going up against the Mariners, who had Luis Castillo on the mound, and they were a minus over 200 favorite. I'm like, that's actually insane.
Yeah, just
like that's how dominant Skubal has been.
His whip is .83.
That's insane.
153 strikeouts, 121 innings. Opponent's batting average 193.
Oh,
10 wins. 2.23 ERA.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That is insane.
121 innings pitched. He's only on one complete game. What a scrub. Yeah, he's just that good.
No, I know.
He's good at everything.
Yeah, he's clearly the best pitcher in baseball. He was last year. He continues to be this year. And I get that one because it almost just feels like it's win day every time he just goes out there for Detroit. No matter what's going on, no matter who you're playing, we're getting a win today, boys. And that's very valuable. That's but almost as valuable as it gets because at the end of the day, it's about winning.
Yeah.
So,
AP Crow Armstrong was just caught stealing. Take it back.
what's the score?
1-0 Cubs.
Oh, my God. Don't get swept. First series at the gate. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, best and worst teams then. Well, when I say that, I also mean like disappointing, not just worst. We all know the Rockies the worst team, but disappointing. I will start. The most disappointing is, to me, the Atlanta Braves. I don't know what went wrong. Guys just didn't hit the ground running real well. They needed Acuna earlier. And, the sad thing is there was one part of this team that I was a little skeptical about and shaky, and that was the bullpen. And then I felt like the minute they finally got everything together, that's when the bottom fell out of the bullpen. That's when they went on that thing where the Cardinals game, I think they blew a 6-run lead in the 9th inning, and then they blew another one right after that. It seemed like when they were getting it together, then the bottom fell out of the one part of the team that I was like, all right, this part's a little sketchy. And it hit rock bottom. So this has been one of the more disappointing seasons I've seen in a long time. And definitely, they've said they're not going to come out and do some wholesale selling. I get why you wouldn't. There's still plenty here to work with. But, Matt Olson's a little older. Chris Sale's 35. Some of those kids in the rotation that you were banking on didn't work out. Now, Schwellenbach was awesome until he went down. Some of this is luck, too. I mean, the Jerks, they brought in Profar, and he gets popped for PEDs, 2 games in. Schwellenbach goes down, so they don't have the Strider-Schwellenbach combination anymore. So
Chris Sale hurt himself again.
And then Chris Sale hurt himself. What did he do exactly?
He dove for a ground ball.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he broke his ribs.
Yeah, they might have to make a rule. Like, Chris, I don't know.
You're too skinny.
Like, Chris, I don't care where the ball is. You're not allowed to leave the mound.
That's a lot coming from me. Chris,
Ever.
you're too skinny.
I know. That is a lot coming from you.
Is he available?
No, they said he's not available.
He should be.
No, they said he's not available.
Vaughn Grisham for Chris Sale, straight up. Great prospect. He's killing it in AAA.
Is he even?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's when he's the AAA.
I'm surprised they haven't called him up yet.
Where are you going to put him? You're not going to prioritize him over Marcelo Meyer or Christian Campbell.
Well, Campbell will be sent down now.
Yeah, and you're still not going to prioritize him
I
over
guess.
Christian Campbell.
He was some great prospect. You brought him in.
Hey, I saw his first hit in person.
Gave him sail for it. You'd think you'd give the guy another chance here.
His first hit was an absolute bomb over the Green Monster.
Was it?
Against the Red Sox, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was that day I went to the game to harass Marcelo Zuna.
Oh, okay.
And harass I did.
But yeah, I think that's got to be easily the most disappointing team. I know Twins.
Easily.
I think Twins fans will be like, "We're disappointing," but like I never thought you were going to be good coming into this season.
You're on crack.
Well, go to you, Jesse. Your most disappointing team of the first half.
The Orioles.
Okay. See,
Like,
but
they weren't high.
their entire rotation was on IR. I knew they weren't going to have a good year.
No. Like you couldn't expected this to be that bad.
Okay.
They can't hit.
Yeah.
Like that's not what we were worried about, and they can't do that. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, we were concerned. No Corbin Burns. Charlie Morton's old, and Bautista has come back from a major injury. Mm-hmm. But young, upstart, offensive side of the ball. So much so we have to trade some of these other young ones away to make room. They're so good, these kids. Mm-hmm. Can't hit anything.
Yeah, Gunnar got off to a bad start. Rushman just didn't have a good year at all, and now he's lost for the year, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I know he got hurt.
Yeah,
I don't know how long for, but
I don't know. But also, like Holiday, slow start, disappointed to this point. Mountcastle was atrocious. Was it? I think it's a Kyrgyzstan or something like that.
Oh, Kerstead, awful.
Yeah.
Kerstead, terrible. In AAA right now.
Yeah, like who we did not
Like actually, like one of the worst hitters in baseball.
like. Come on,
I know.
We didn't see that coming.
No, I know. I get your
Gunnar
point.
Henderson was an MVP candidate last year. Like this was unprecedented.
Yeah, he's been pretty average this year.
If you want to say like, listen, I thought they would be below 500. That pitching was going to be awful. They're going to lose almost every game because of it. Okay.
No, okay. I see your point.
But most people weren't saying that. Most people were saying like, all right, we think the pitching will be bad. But
I
come on,
picked them last.
They'll still compete.
I picked them to finish last. But listen, I did not expect the offense to fall off like this.
This was disappointing.
No, I get you.
Like so much so that like now I'm like, man, the Orioles are just. What are you gonna do? Trade it all away. You're not gonna figure it out. Should have that old owner, that old cheap owner. They played well for him.
They did.
They played well in that field for that guy.
All right.
It's the owner. Well, and also they fired their coach like as if that was going to change anything.
No, I know. All right. So, most surprising, best team of the first half. I'll go with the Jays. I picked them to be at the bottom with the Orioles. I did not think they were going to be good. Totally guilty of this. I was like, well, Alejandro Kirk took a step back last year. Gossman took a step back last year. Bo Bichette took a step back last year. I didn't expect that all three of them would then just pick it up right where they left off, not last year, but the year before that, and return to form. Now, Gossman, not quite as much, but Gossman hasn't been a disaster as he was before. He's been serviceable, but Bo's had a very good year. Alejandro Kirk has been awesome, and Gossman has been serviceable. And then you add this kid Barger into the middle of the lineup, and now this team is legit again, back to being one of the better teams in the American League and a legitimate contender. And I did not see it coming. I'm happy for them, though. And that has definitely been my nicest surprise here of the first half.
Miami Marlins.
They've been good. That's another one.
No, that's a joke.
Oh.
Well, like, yes and no.
I thought you were like twisting the knife in me because I said the Marlins were going to have the worst record in baseball.
Oh, no. I forgot you said that.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of a joke. I mean, yes, they are better than I thought. They're floating around 500. Didn't see that at all. They're in third place in their division. Mm-hmm. And the two teams behind them shocked me because I thought both those teams behind them would actually be pretty good. But no, realistically, the Jays.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you might say the Giants or the Brewers or.
No, I thought the Giants would be very mid, and that's kind of what they are.
A very nice first half.
At this point, they're very mid.
They had a very nice first half.
They had an okay first half.
They had a good first half.
They had
and
a good
just
first.
Ended bad.
They had a good first half of the first half.
The first half of the first half was very good.
They had a good first quarter.
They had a pretty horrendous end to that first half.
Stocks are down though.
Yes. And that is one of my second half predictions. But anyway, with that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into our second half predictions, maybe some trade deadline talk, and then we'll head into some football talk. So stick with us, guys.
And we're back with some predictions of the future because we're so good at that. And this MLB season has been some narratives have remained the same. Some are gone in completely different directions. It's been a good. It's been a good year for just parity, I feel. So we're gonna go over some of our. Should we maybe say what our original prediction was for like divisions and stuff?
Yeah. I would probably say what our original predictions were.
Okay.
And then,
if I can totally remember them, I think I remember most of them.
yeah, I can remember mine.
Well, we can at least. We'll start with local. I'm pretty sure I picked the Red Sox
I think I did too.
to win this division.
I think I did too.
And I guess that's going to change.
Yeah.
But again, I don't like anyone in this division anymore. Whatever. They all suck. It's going to be the Blue Jays, I guess, because the Rays are, not talented. They're not talented, not on paper at least. They're good. They find ways to win, but it's always the Rays in the end. They're a wild card team at best. They're not really going to take that extra step. They can't take that extra step, either financially or just talent-wise. The Yankees, I feel like now we know what they are. It's the same old story. It's Aaron Judge, and if he's not hitting, well, then nothing else matters.
Yeah, in the Yankees' defense, Max Fried has a blister issue now, and they lost Cole during the season.
A blister issue.
Yeah.
Oh, was he going to miss one start?
No, he might miss 2.
Oh,
I know.
oh my gosh. Still, though.
And Stroman's been awful.
He's kind of fallen off as well.
Well, he was insane.
I guess. I suppose. I don't know. Carlos Rodon, he's an all-star. Shouldn't have been. But, I don't, Aaron Judge, Jazz, I guess, has his moments. Goldschmidt's old. He's good, but he's old, so he's not really going to, really give you that instant offense that you might be looking for out of him. I don't like it. I don't like this team.
I don't either. I don't like their offense. I never liked their offense. It's too
The one thing
home run reliant.
The one thing
always.
Volpe used to be able to do, he can't even do that anymore. He can't field anymore. What am I supposed to like about this Yankee team?
No,
Come
I
on.
know.
Come on. The Red Sox.
We can skip the Central. We all know who's winning the Central at this point. And I don't think. Wait. But you picked somebody.
I picked the Guardians.
Oh, that's right.
And they're currently in second place.
Yes.
Good for you. Good for you in that second place.
11 back though.
Yes. 3 under 500.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yes. In the West, did you have the Mariners?
No, I originally picked Texas.
Oh, okay.
Originally picked Texas. What an idiot.
I mean, listen, that's one of my big second half predictions, though, as I do think Texas is going to get right back into the middle of the playoff race. I'm not saying they're taking down the Astros in the division. You know I'm riding with Houston. But I do kind of expect the Rangers to get back into the thick of things.
No.
Okay.
Marcus Semion's old.
Yeah.
He can't do it anymore. Seager's old. He can't do it anymore.
Yeah, Seager's been fine when he was healthy.
He's 30.
I didn't say he's going to do it forever. I just said one more. Give me. And we're
also,
only talking about the second half of the season.
The pitching was too good.
Yeah. The offense sometimes was too bad, though.
I guess.
Something's got to even out.
Here's the thing.
And they brought Kumar Rocker back up, and Kumar Rocker's been pitching pretty well
It's
since.
a lot easier to accept underperforming as actual, that's just who you are, as opposed to overperforming. And I feel like I don't need a lot of just a reason why.
Okay.
If you're just underperforming, usually that's just like Adolis Garcia. I just don't think he has it.
I know.
He's he has these spurts where he's feeling it, but that's not this year. I'll tell you that much.
No, I know. So I'm guessing you're going with the Astros in that division now, or are you going to say Seattle?
Oh God, no. Yeah, the Astros.
Hey,
I for a moment was like, maybe.
Hey, is Seattle trying to sweep Houston today though to open up the second half?
They've won 5 straight. Oh, it looks that way. They must be.
All right, there you go.
5-game series.
It was not a 5-game series.
I mean, technically you could if you had a rain out. But anyway.
Yeah.
They can't hit either though.
I know.
And part of this is because Randy Arozarena has just been hot recently.
I know.
But like, he's very streaky.
Mm-hmm.
Very streaky man. And you never think they're ever going to make a move.
I mean, not the move they need to make. They'll make little stuff.
I guess.
But
Sure.
yeah, I don't think they ever are willing to make the move. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Houston will probably make several of the moves.
Yes, exactly. Houston is always more aggressive. Going into the West now, if we're just doing division by division, I don't know who you had to winning the division. Did you have the Braves? You probably did.
I probably did.
All right. Well, we're both wrong on that, and so are most people.
I probably did.
I was shocked with how well the Mets played. I have the Phillies winning this division, though, here in the second half. What about you?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't...
Well, the Mets are the same as the Yankees for me.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to get excited about? Soto? I guess.
Lindor?
Okay, he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But, like, the pitching was a bit ham and egger for me at times, like just trying to throw something together, it seemed. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think David Peterson is that good.
Well, there's also every year there's a rumor that, like, no one likes to be here. No one likes, like, apparently Juan Soto does not like being a Met.
Yeah, what is it about that building?
I guess. Well, here's the thing. I don't necessarily think he's, like, you had to understand, like, how long is this contract? A while. Like
10 years?
I would hope he did his due diligence and be like, am I going to like it here at all? You know, you can't necessarily, fake a game situation to understand, like, how are my teammates are they going to annoy me? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't, like, you don't really know that, but, like, I don't know. There's always rumors going around that, like, the clubhouse is in shambles. No one likes being a Met. No one talks to each other. There's no leaders in the locker room. Pete Alonso exists, I guess. He made the All-Star team. Congratulations.
But he's mad at the organization.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to be there. Actually, I know he doesn't want to be there. He wanted to sign somewhere else, but no one wanted to sign him.
At least not for the kind of money he wanted. So,
well, I also assume that he's kind of like part of the locker room problems.
Probably. But do you have the Phillies taking it? I think.
Yes.
Are they tied right now?
Mets are like in game, or because Mets are a game and a half behind.
Okay, no, I meant who's in front right now. Okay, so Phillies are a game and a half in front of the Mets.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
In the Central, I think you had the Cubs.
No.
Did you have the Reds?
I had the Brewers.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
I'm
right.
Sticking with the Brewers.
Are you?
Hell yeah.
So that's your big prediction here the second half. The Brewers will overtake the Cubs.
They'll just keep doing what they're doing. And the Cubs have slowly just teetered out.
No, I know, but they got Imanaga back. I do think I do think the offense is legit.
Steele's done for the year.
That is true.
I know that was a little bit ago, and they've had time to, like, figure it out. Yeah. But, like, again, they've just slowly fallen away, and then the division lead has slowly shrunk.
Yeah.
Little by little, and now there's only a game difference. Mm-hmm. And I know Milwaukee's in the middle of a 9-game winning streak, similar to what the Red Sox were doing. But at least they came out of the break, keeping it going. Unlike the Red Sox.
So I feel like that's your big prediction here then.
Is it? Because I'm just sticking with it.
Yeah, but that's your big prediction in the second half. You're sticking with the Brewers, and they will overtake the Cubs.
I never got off the brew crate.
I know.
The brew train.
I know you did.
If I can even say that.
The West, I think we all had the Dodgers. The only thing that's different and disappointing is I expected Arizona to be in it. They've had some bad luck. You know, Corbin Burns injury. Carroll went down for a little bit. Their young stud guy in the bullpen got hurt on 2 different occasions. Martinez.
Well, both Merrill Kelly and the other one there just disappointed.
Merrill Kelly has reined it back in. Actually, I think his ERA is back below 4.
Is he figuring it out?
Yeah, but yes, Gallon has been bad.
Yeah,
Gallon has been bad.
Yeah. Like that was supposed to be like 3 potential aces.
I know.
And all right, maybe Merrill Kelly's figuring it out, but that's 3 potential aces, and now it's been crap from all 3 of them.
I know.
At least Corbin Burns, when he pitched, was pretty good.
Yeah, but then he got hurt.
Yeah.
So, all right. My predictions of the second half, I'm not going to go through all of that like you. I'll just quickly say what my original one was. I had the Sox. I had the Tigers, of course. The Tigers one has worked out beautifully. And then originally I had the Astros in the West. I was teetering on not picking them until right at the end when we did our pre-baseball show, and I said, you know what? The rumors have been greatly exaggerated. Houston still will win. Nothing is really changing there, except now I'm going with the Jays in the East. My biggest prediction probably of this second half is the fact that I expect the Giants to like totally collapse. Like I think they're going to completely collapse. Like I don't know what they are right now. Are they 4 or 5 games over 500?
5.
5? Yeah, I think they're going to finish the season below 500. I don't understand how this team was ever even in the position that it's in now. And if Devers is not going to hit
Well, they have names. Some of them are former names. Some of them are kind of guys that are a little too overhyped. But a lot of names. Like, I could just list a whole bunch of names. Robbie Ray, Logan Webb.
I know.
Duvall. How do you say it?
Duvall.
Yeah.
Well, you got to have a lead before he pitches, though. So
Willie Adames, Matt Chapman.
except
Those are names.
they are, but I thought when Adames went there, I was like, that's the worst place you could go,
Yeah.
bro.
Dominic Smith.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
he is.
Yeah, this is why I think they're going to collapse.
Dominic,
Dominic Smith is still in that lineup every day. Oh my
don't you
goodness,
insult that man.
that is awful.
Don't
No,
you-
he is great for 3 weeks. After that, no, he needs to go somewhere else.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Who has never been that good, actually. He just came on the scene really hot.
Yeah, and really old.
Yeah. I don't understand how this team has even
And his
put themselves in the
and his,
position.
and his grandfather's like really famous.
Yes. I mean, I get the top of that rotation is pretty good with Robbie Ray and Logan Webb, and the Roop kid is actually pretty good too. But, like, they don't score runs.
Yeah.
And it's gotten really bad over the last month.
It's
And
gotten worse with Devers.
I know. And I don't think anything's going to change. Like I said, I think this team was overachieving ridiculous amounts, and I think they will be below 500 by the end of the year. So,
Well, I mean, Matt Chapman's kind of shown he's old for a little bit now. Willie Adames has just been terrible this year.
okay. I'm going to give one more. I'm not going to give up on them. The Reds are going to get back into this
I
race,
thought you were
too.
going to say St. Louis. I'm
No.
like, can you shut up?
No. And for you, it's the Mariners. For me, it's the Cardinals. No, I'm done. I'm done with the Cardinals. We're done. We're done with that. Lars Nootbaar went down again.
They're above 500, though.
No, I know. They're not bad, but they're not getting back into this. I think the Reds are going to get back into this. I think some of the kids were as bad as you could possibly be in the first half, and I can't imagine that, like, Matt McLain is going to be as awful as he was in the first half here in the second half. I think Ellie didn't even get off to a great start, purely offensively. But, like, the pitchers, Lodolo has found it. Abbott is in Cy Young contention. So the kids in the starting rotation have taken the step, and I think there will be some correction, some positive sort of correction when it comes to the offense. And I think they'll get back into this. I'm not saying they're going to overtake the Cubs.
Is Hunter Green supposed to come back anytime soon?
I'm not exactly sure. I feel like he is.
Okay.
And I'm not saying they're going to overtake the Cubs. I'm not going that far, but I do think they get back into the heat of this. And it does go back to a Cubs, Brewers, Reds. And, you know, we have a pretty down to the nail biter here at the end. That's what I think. So those are my big predictions.
Do we know what Hunter Green's injury was?
I thought it was just a shoulder injury.
Okay.
I know it
Because
wasn't.
he's been fantastic. All right.
I know.
All right. I'm fine. I'm finally no longer a skeptic on Hunter Green.
But yeah, but from that, so that was our review of the first half and our second half predictions. Let's go into our football talk.
You know who else just really disappointed?
Who?
The Nationals.
Oh, I know. They were going to be on my thing, but like the Braves have just been worse. But I've been completely disappointed with them.
Yeah.
Now, I knew my prediction was in a little bit of trouble when DJ Hurst went down before the season, because part of it was based on like the win total was only 70, 71. And I thought when we had Gore and Hurst at the top of rotation, I'm like, well, that's a good chance to win 2 games every week. So they could piece things together after that. But then he went down before the season started. But no, it's been disappointing. Other than James Woods, I don't think any of the other kids have.
Who's the one that got caught gambling? Or I got just like he was in the club, he was in the casino till like 5 a.m.
I forget.
Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty good.
He is good.
He's good.
He was good last year, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But I thought, who are the other guys? Like, I thought Jacob Young, maybe. That hasn't panned out. There's at least one other. Oh, Dylan Cruz. That was the other one.
Okay.
And he has not panned out either so far. So they've been extremely disappointing. I agree. But what are you going to do? It happens. It happens. And like even then, it's not like I had them winning the division. So like the Braves,
I thought
the Braves are the most disappointing.
I thought
for sure.
they'd really be pushing that wild card,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. At least competing for it.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, we're not going to do trade deadline talk. We're going to go right into some football talk real quick. So we have potentially another holdout, another wide receiver holdout, and that's Terry McLaurin in Washington. And you know me, I'm not usually the guy who's like, the player is right, pay him, blah blah blah. I'm actually on Terry's side on this one. Washington, get the deal done. Let's just get it done. Terry has consistently, first off, he never gets hurt. Actually, he has been remarkably healthy his entire career, and he's been able to produce despite a revolving door of quarterbacks, coaches, and offensive coordinators. So he's legit. And now you have him with this young quarterback, Jaden Daniels. And this is what you're supposed to do when you have your guy on a rookie deal anyway, is you can spend money in these places. And we know that this wide receiver, he's never been high maintenance. He's never been getting in trouble. He's always been pretty good in the locker room, it seems. Like he's never been like spotlight on me type of guy. But he's looking around. He's like, I've done nothing but produce for you year in and year out, despite the quarterback, the coaches, all the crap that you guys have pulled, everything you've been bad at. I've been here day in and day out producing, and now I see what all these other wide receivers are getting. Garrett Wilson, to me, remains one of the more overrated players in the NFL, and I cannot believe that he just got the deal he got. So if I'm Terry, I look at the Garrett Wilson deal, and I go, yeah, I need at least that, because I've been better than Garrett. And I've been more consistent than Garrett Wilson. And again, even if you have to overpay a little bit, when you have the quarterback on the rookie deal, this is what you're supposed to do. You load up on that side of the ball. You draft defense so it can stay young and cheap. And again, you can overpay here and there because you're not paying your quarterback anyway. This is when you go all in. So Washington, just get this deal done. And again, I'm never that guy. I really am never that guy.
He's 29.
I know.
And he's going to be 30.
I know.
By week 2.
I'm not, this is football. It's not baseball. I'm not saying give him an 8-year deal. But you can give him that Garrett Wilson money and tell him 3 years.
How old's Garrett Wilson? Like 24?
No, I know.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve something. But like, you should, if you're going to do it, probably front load that thing.
Oh, no, they will.
Like you gotta have, you can't give him the fully guaranteed either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be. If let's say he wants, do we know what he wants year wise?
He basically said he wants Garrett Wilson's contract.
How long was that?
I didn't see how many years it was.
I'm assuming.
I think it's more about the money though than anything else.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, sure. I'm assuming he's looking at probably 5 years though.
Probably
a 5-year deal.
But that's where you're starting. I'm sure he'd sign something for big money if it was 3.
If you front load it. 3 to 4, with guarantee you can at least drop him for that 4th. Because he's 29.
I know. There's a lot of tread on the tires, but he's been a good sport. He's produced no matter what. He's never been a headache.
He's also not big though.
He's not huge.
He's just kind of a little guy.
He is.
Which I know that hasn't really stopped him. But I'm just 29.
Is it
gonna
worth,
be 30?
Is it worth risking the development of your young upstart quarterback over to let him walk out the building?
I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be okay.
Who, Jaden?
Yeah.
I'm sure Jaden would be okay, but you need the roster to be better than it is right now. And if you let Terry go, then it's definitely gotten worse. And who's going to replace them? Debo Samuel right now? Like, I like that they got Debo, but if Terry left, I wouldn't like it anymore.
Zacharias.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever his first name is.
It starts with an O, doesn't it?
It does.
Ozdemir or something?
Something like that.
Ozima? I don't know.
Zacharias.
Yeah, no. That's not going to be it.
Zach Ertz.
Who's like 36?
He had a renaissance.
He did.
He had a renaissance last year.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Listen, you should make a deal. But, like, you got to sit him down and be like, Terry, you're ancient in this league, especially considering next year we can just draft your replacement, and he will be good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even know his name yet, but I know he'll be good because that's just how it is nowadays. So, like, you don't have to if you're Washington. I think you should be, he has been nothing but a good team player for years at this point, despite the ownership and the way the team was run. He deserves a something. But, like, you got to be cautious because you cannot trade away your future of a team and a future roster spot and some future money because, well, he was just such a good teammate the whole time. Like, no. Well, yes, but no. We'll pay you for 29. We'll even pay you to be 30. We're not paying you to be 31.
I get that. But I think at the end of the day, I think he'll take a shorter deal as long as the money's where it needs to be, or a front-loaded deal. But I just wouldn't have a problem paying him top of the market money. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, again, you're not getting 5 years, and most of your money is going to come in the first 2. But again, this is like when you're on a rookie deal for your quarterback, this is what you got to do. This is what the Bengals did not do for Joe. And then waited for the last minute to pay both T and Jamar Chase after they already had to pay Joe the year before.
So Garrett Wilson is the 5th highest paid wide receiver on average.
Okay.
$32.5 million.
Yeah.
DK, CeeDee Lamb, JJ, and Jamar Chase. I mean, $32 million a year.
Yeah, no, I'd give it to him.
Okay.
Who are you paying? Who are they paying?
Is their line expensive?
No.
Their offensive line?
No.
I thought it was really good.
No, they drafted a bunch of it, though.
Okay.
It's not expensive. I don't think they're paying anybody.
We can figure that out.
Maybe they're paying Kirk Cousins still
Commanders.
somehow. But, again, like I said, rookie deal for your quarterback, off a great season, his best target. It'd be different if this was Joe and Cincy and you had a very good second option, but they really
Tunsil.
don't. Oh, okay, so they are paying Tunsil.
Darren Payne. Well, their top is Darren Payne,
Okay.
26. Actually, Terry's second, 25.5.
Okay.
So that'd only be $7 million more, I guess.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Come on,
What are
we're
we
going
doing
to
here?
argue over
But
seven.
you got to front load it, bro.
No, you do got to front load it, but like we're arguing over an extra $7.5 million in the NFL
Marshawn Lattimore.
when you're not
18.
even paying anybody else. It seems. Come on.
What do we consider making a lot?
I mean, it's hard because the perspective has changed because the salary cap's gone up.
Yeah. But it's
So
also, I
like-
guess, position by position. Like, oh, that's expensive for this position, but not expensive for that position.
I would say 25 plus at wide receiver,
Okay.
but like,
Laramie's making 21. Marshawn Lattimore's making 18. Like, those aren't nothing cap hits.
who is Marshawn Lattimore and who else?
Laramie Tunsil.
Oh, Laramie Tunsil. Okay. No, but how much of it is actively against the cap right now, and how much of it has already been paid?
Oh.
That's a different exercise. Don't
Well,
worry.
no, this is just their yearly
Okay.
salaries,
Okay.
what they're making annually.
But I think, come on. And again, I was not pro Brandon Ayuk. I actually thought the Niners should not have caved and should have traded Ayuk away. Trying to think of some other holdouts that have happened recently.
They also have $14 million in dead money.
Where the hell did that come from?
A couple of guys. $6 million from like Jonathan Allen.
Oh, okay.
Jahan Dotson's making $2 million from them.
Okay. Dude, it does not sound like they're in that bad a cap space, though, right now.
Like I just want the give me cap space. Approximately $22.6 million.
Okay. You got 22 million cap space still. You can give Terry 7.5 and still have money to spend. And also, no one's even adding.
Well,
No one's adding anything to the roster at this point anyway.
Well, there's also
It wouldn't be for this year because he's already under contract this year. It would be.
You're not going to tell me that they're not moving off Lattimore at the end of this year?
They might.
They definitely will move off Lattimore at the end of this year.
He's 28, about 29.
They also drafted 2 corners.
What's Laramie's contract at? He's 31. That kind of screams rental to me, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah, this is the last year of his contract.
Yeah, see? Come on. What are we arguing over? Just get it done. Just get it done. You got a quarterback on that rookie deal. This is his best target. You know, he's one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. It's not like all these other ones where you've been like, you know, we love the production, but we don't really love the guy. Like, no, he's been nothing but a great guy.
I kind of would still be like, listen, it's not about your age now. It's about how you're going to be next year, and you're going to be 31 next year. 30. 30 million. Save $2 million.
Okay.
if he takes it.
If he takes it. But I think you just got to get the deal done. You know, obviously you're not throwing out some crazy 5-year deal with all of the money evenly spread out, but he deserves to be paid what Garrett Wilson is getting paid for sure. All right. On another football note, we didn't even talk about it when Rodgers went there because it was the most overdone. Like, we already knew he was either going to retire or play with the Steelers. Mm-hmm. But also everything that's happened since. Now, I understand why they gave J.J. Watt the extension because they were trapped at this point because you weren't going to go into the season now. Because if you traded him, that wasn't going to help you for this season. Like, those would have been picks for next year. My issue is you should have traded him before the draft because they should trade him. He's no longer as reliable. He gets injured quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And the Steelers have just been treading water forever. And it's very similar to like the Cowboys where it's become very old very quickly and very insulated in the building. Like, no outside thought, no one else is allowed in. This league has clearly become about offense, and therefore people are spending it on the offensive side and realizing that defensive players get hurt more because they do. And defense, you need to be versatile anyway. So they're going to draft mainly their defense. The Packers have been doing this for years. The Packers were ahead of the curve on this. They just keep drafting defensive players, keep the defense. So you want to keep the defense young and cheap. And yet the Steelers are the one who are spending the most money in the league on defense. But they can't fix the offensive line. It's been ranked 20 or below, I think, for the last 6 seasons straight. You know, I thought it was time to move off Tomlin, but this is even bigger than Tomlin. And then you got George Pickens. He's a headache. So you trade him away. You bring in an older, who's also a high-maintenance guy in DK Metcalf.
He's less maintenance.
I know, but still. But he's older and more expensive. And then you got Minka Fitzpatrick, who's also expensive. I understood moving off him. But then you went and got Jalen Ramsey, who's just as expensive and old. Like, it seems at times on some of these, they've almost just been making moves to make moves. And it also just seems like it's time, like Pittsburgh needs to clean some house. This is a franchise that seems lost at sea to me right now. I don't know what your thoughts are on their offseason and everything they've done so far. But
well, their top 4 cap hits are outside linebacker, defensive end, outside linebacker, inside linebacker. 5th is Aaron Rodgers.
What is this, the 70s?
Yeah. Then 5th is Aaron Rodgers. 6, tight end, Pat Freiermuth. That's not great.
No.
And I like Pat Freiermuth.
I know.
I think he's pretty good. And then DK is 7th at 28 years old. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. This screams 9-8 to me, which is, that's not a step back. That's not a step back. So you're not regressing.
You're just staying on the never-ending treadmill.
That's not failure. And,
That's the bar now in Pittsburgh?
Kind of looking that way, son.
Oh, my gosh. See, here's my only thing why I don't think it's 9-8. Because Aaron's 40-something years old.
You liked him at the end of last year.
Yes, I know. I think he has something to give. I don't think it was going to be with a franchise and roster as wobbly as the Steelers right now.
There was nowhere else.
If Aaron played all 17 games and didn't get hurt, then maybe I could see 9-8. But how many 40-plus-year-olds do that?
Tom Brady.
He's an outlier.
Mm-hmm.
No one else did it. Breeze didn't do it at the end. Peyton didn't do it at the end. No one's doing it.
How old was Favre?
I don't know how
41, 40,
I don't know how old
40.
Favre was.
He was old, but
I don't know if did he play every single game that regular season, or did he get hurt at some point?
well, there was one less game.
No, I know that.
I think he did. I thought he did.
Maybe he did.
And then he took him to the playoffs that one time with
No, I know.
through that ridiculous pick. But like, yeah, you liked him at the end of last year. I'm actually not that worried about Aaron.
I'm not worried about him as far as like I'm worried just
Right,
that at
let's rephrase
40-something years old,
I'm not worried about him at all.
he's going to miss a game or two, and I don't think Pittsburgh has any chance to win those games. So at the end of the day, I think 9-8 is, if everything went well, that's the ceiling.
Why would I assume he's going to get hurt though, other than age?
I think they're going to be under 500. The defense fell apart last year, and the offensive line still sucks. And you're spending your money at 3 linebacker positions and a D end. But
yeah,
I don't know what
they're pretty good though.
I know, but I don't know what went on in that building, man. But
Cameron Hayward's great.
I think they should have traded J.J. Watt before the draft. But then you got roped into paying him because you didn't. And what were you going to do?
I would have moved on. Yeah, I would have moved on.
Before the draft, though.
I probably still would have anyway.
Really? But then you just brought in DK. You just brought in Jalen. You spent money on DK.
I wouldn't have started there. I also would not have started there.
I got you.
I would have maybe gone a different direction. But
and you brought in 40-something-year-old Aaron Rodgers. So it was like, you're clearly trying to win now.
yeah, I really didn't get. I would almost understand the DK Metcalf thing if they still kept
Pickens. And just said, all in this year. Both of you won't be on the team next year, but just all in this year.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I got that. Kind of makes sense too.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have gotten it more then too.
Yeah.
But now it's like weird. It's like, what was the point?
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe Seattle was just done with him and you were done with your guys. So like, all right, we'll just swap headaches.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
But again, are you making your team better?
I do actually. I wonder if Pickens was like, get me the hell out of here.
Yes, but then go get another sort of diva wide receiver.
He's a diva if he's just frustrated in game. He doesn't really ever run to the media and just like whatever the hell Pickens was saying. Like,
I mean, he doesn't punch cornerbacks.
DK?
Yeah.
No, I've not seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him start just
listen,
brawling.
I see DK play hard every Sunday. I cannot say the same for Pickens.
That's true, but it just seems a lot of weird sort of lateral moves. Like, what's the point?
I assume Tomlin had his hand in a couple of these.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I think Tomlin has way too much power in the building. I think that's part of why they spend so much on defense. While the rest of the league is trying to get younger and cheaper on defense, the Steelers are doing the opposite, and it's clearly not working and clearly not the way to do things anymore.
Give me all your old men defenders.
I know. It's crazy. All right.
We won't have to coach them. They'll all know what to do.
With that, let's finish this off with the Darwin. What was your idea?
There was the shirts, the WNBA shirts, pay us what you owe us.
I can't do it. I just can't. It's just low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
Like, at some point, you got to just stop beating the dead horse. That's what the WNBA is, at least when it comes to this segment.
Uh-huh.
I know they're generating more revenue than before, but
You mean they're just losing less revenue than before?
no, they're generating more too. When Caitlin plays,
Uh-huh.
then when she has a hamstring injury, the ratings go in the toilet again for 10 days. But imagine being that reliant on one person.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, like, if I was her agent in like a year or two, would I just go to the team and be like, Caitlin wants to own it? Just give her part ownership.
Oh, okay. They wouldn't allow that.
I mean, they wouldn't, but
the NBA wouldn't allow that, so by default.
I guess. But anyway, I forget, what was your last idea for the Darwin?
I don't know.
I remember thinking it was pretty good.
Was it something baseball?
Might have been.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't know.
What's going on right now? Did somebody sign someone? Did someone make a move? Maybe it was the Steelers. It wasn't the Steelers.
It definitely was not the Steelers. For sure it was not the Steelers. All right, I know.
I feel like it was a roster move of some
All
sort.
right, I know what. All right, I'm going with my original one, which is still kind of WNBA related, but it was about the ESPYs. So anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Our Darwin Award winner goes to the audience at the ESPYs for falling for that Shane Gillis joke. That was really funny. for an award show and an area, and they're supposed to be so like progressive, and they're all about like, we want the WNBA to be better. We think they deserve the money, and then to get outed the way they did, cheering for someone who Shane Gillis said was a WNBA player who wasn't even one.
Yeah,
was beyond perfect. One of the great monologues, by the way, great openings of a comedian in anything. Not quite as good as Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes. That for always will be probably the best, but definitely up there. And from a gotcha standpoint of a bunch of people who want to take the moral high ground on everything and act like they're better than you, that was the coup de grace moment, at least, of his opening set.
I think the cameraman had to be in, ready to go.
Oh yeah,
the production crew had to be in on the joke and know what to do. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they allowed that.
I'm shocked.
I mean, there was a couple of them that I'm like, and he even said on stage, like, they let me do it. Disney let me do it. I'm surprised Disney let him do that one and a couple others. Yeah. But that one in particular, because it's not like
one of the first times in a while I'm going to take my clap it up for ESPN and Disney.
Like, I know he was reading off a teleprompter, but in theory, like, you could have gone up there and they said, I can't say this joke, and then just said it anyway into the mic. But like something like that, you need the whole production crew in on it.
Oh, I know.
And they have to say, hey, I'll have to sign off on it.
I can't believe they did. But congratulations to this Darwin Award winner, everyone in the audience at the ESPYs for outing themselves for not watching the WNBA, clearly.
I like the guy that was sitting next to her.
Oh,
because he just died laughing.
I know.
I assume that was the husband.
Oh, I'm sure it was. But that has been it for Slow Your Roll, and have a great rest of your week, ladies and gentlemen.